Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Thank dog. It's Friday. Oh my
Yes,
gosh. I
happy TDIF, everybody.
Oh my gosh, this week just flew by. It feels like it just flew by. I feel like the
Yes,
year is already flying by.
that's the part that's crazy. It feels like everything's on fast forward, like
Yeah,
since the start of the year.
exactly. It's been actually a good start to the year. Happy New Year, everybody. This has been we've got a really fun craft today. If you're not familiar with who we are the co-founders of Hound Hugger DIY, all things DIY and love for pups, right?
Yep.
My name is Patty, and I'm here with beautiful Hillary.
Hello, everybody.
And we're ready for Valentine's Day already, right?
Yep.
So like the Christmas stuff starts to come down, and it's fun to get some new fun festive things up and around the house today. We've got this really great project that actually it's so customizable. It's so
Yeah.
easy. It's almost FREE if you just
Yep.
find everything in your craft stash,
I was
which
going
I
to say this
love.
is the perfect shop your stash because you could do this with
Yeah.
all kinds of different things, but you
Yes.
probably have everything that you need
Right.
already somewhere in your house. So yeah,
Yeah.
this one is a fun one and definitely affordable, maybe even free.
So we're making some Valentine's cookies today out of felt, which I think is I love the feel of felt, the warmth
Yep.
of felt. It's kind of cozy. It's perfect for this time of year as well. I've got snow coming down right now, so it's sweater weather. It's nice to have
Yep.
some fun projects that kind of remind you of the warmth, not only of the season, when you want to bundle and snuggle up on the couch with your pup, but the warmth of the holiday, right? This
Hmm.
one's all about love. So,
Yep.
and in particular, puppy love. So let's dive right in. All you really need to get started is some felt. Primarily, you're going to want some beige or brown or tan kind of colored felt. That'll be like the base of your cookie. So mine, what kind of cookies would mine be? They'd be like a gingerbread cookie,
Gingerbread, I
maybe.
was thinking. Yep. Mine is a little bit closer to like a
Here's
sugar
a
cookie.
sugar cookie. So just get some brown felt. You don't need a lot. Scraps for this project is all you need.
Yep.
And then dig through and find some other fun colors. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, think of like the little heart candies, the
Yes,
sweetheart candies. That's what we're kind of like.
right,
There's a little twist on a cookie, and then the sweetheart candies. So
right,
think of those
right,
kind of colors and what you would find in that package. So the
right.
pastels, things like that. But honestly,
Exactly.
you could do this with. So we're using felt because again, it gives that warm kind of
Right.
sweet,
Cozy
adorable little
vibe.
look. Yep.
Yep.
But you could also do denim or like different
Right.
patterned materials and things
Right.
like that too. So the felt is so fun. It's super easy to work with. But if you don't
Right.
have any felt, just shop around in your own the little scraps that you have, you can figure something out.
Exactly. And then you're going to need some needle and thread and some scissors. And then basically what you're going to want to do, oh, and some batting. We'll use a little bit,
Yep.
just the least little bit of batting. Basically what you want to do is cut out two heart shapes from that beige or tan felt that you have. This is going to
Yeah.
be the base of your cookie. And then I just kind of free handed it, but if you really need help, you can trace a pattern or use a cookie cutter,
Yep.
find something else that's heart shaped around your house and trace it, whatever you
And I
need.
just made a little out of some kind of cardstock size,
Yeah.
just like you did as a kid. So you can see I had to kind of
Yep.
adjust the shape of my heart and stuff like that. But that's just folded in half, and then you have perfect
Anything
little heart
goes,
shape.
right?
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. Anything goes. And so then once you have those two, because you're going to need to know kind of what your general size is.
Yep.
And then you're going to take take one of your other pastel colors for the frosting, right? That we're going to do some frosting on our cake, and on our cookie, and you're going to want this frosting heart to be just a little bit smaller than
Yep.
the larger size. So what I ended up doing is cutting it exactly the same size, and then I folded it in half like Hillary did, and I just trimmed a little bit off
Yep.
just to make sure that it was just a little bit smaller
And
inside.
I highly recommend, this sounds silly, but it's do the folded in half
Yeah,
because I didn't do that. And it makes it hard to get those two sides to
make them
actually line up
yeah,
again. So fold it in half and trim it off that way. It makes it easier. Like,
Right. And then they're the same on both sides. You can see
exactly.
it's a little bit off. The white one is a little bit different on the tops, but it's close enough. And again, these are like frosted homemade cookies, so they don't have
Yep.
to be perfect, right?
Yes.
The little quirky differences make it uniquely yours, which is perfect. And then the next step, we're going to zip right through this project today. This is
Yeah.
so quick
This
and
one's
easy.
super simple.
The next thing you're going to do, and I've got a pink heart this time, is just take your needle and thread and put a little fun saying on it, right?
Yep.
Just like the little conversation hearts that you see, like the little sweethearts and things that you see around Valentine's Day. So,
And this one I couldn't just freehand it. I did have to like
okay.
just very gently write it out so I had something to use as a pattern for my stitching.
Okay.
But you can either freehand it if you're comfortable that way, or
Yeah.
just try to find, just lightly like a light pencil, something like that, where you can
Right.
kind of see where those stitches are going to go. I actually messed it up the first time, flipped it over, used the other side. So you have two chances at
Yeah.
this. You can make it work.
And I kind of freehanded it. So I was trying to think of like what's the middle of the
Yep.
of the word, right? And so I actually started with pie because that's 3 letters. I knew the I was going to be like
Yep.
right in the center. So I make that easy. And then I did a P on one side and E on the other. Sometimes I'd start out okay, and then the last 2 or 3 letters would be a little wonky. They'd go off at an angle or whatever.
Yep.
So you just undo your stitches to wherever you need, and then just do them over again. And it does not have to be perfect. We want
Yes.
them to be uniquely yours, your expression, your creativity, right? So please don't like beat yourself up over this is fun. This is total fun. So
Yep.
everything can have its
And
own little quirk to it.
And that's definitely part of the like, it's okay to start over, and it's
Yes.
okay to use the other side. Like,
Right.
it's
Right.
fine if they started going all weird and you're like, what the
Yeah.
heck? You don't need to get it perfect the first
No.
time. Just take those stitches out and try it again.
The felt is so forgiving. Honestly,
Yep.
you'll never see the redo at all. So anyway, so find some fun little sayings. We've got woof you, we've got cutie pie. You could
Yep.
do love or hugs or kisses, anything fun on it. You could
Little
do your pups.
XOXO would be cute.
Yeah,
Yep.
you could do your pup's name. I could do Josie on here, who's definitely wanting to be involved in today's craft, although these
Yeah.
are not actual cookies for dogs.
But they might be toys. She's definitely like, I'll try to play with them.
Yeah, exactly. So then basically once you're finished with your felt frosting, we're going to take our all-time favorite fabric glue, Fabric Tack by Beacon. We're not affiliated with these folks at all. And we're going to glue this onto one of the cookie tan hearts. So I'm just going to, and you could use hot glue, but I like this fabric glue works so well. You can adjust placement and all that good stuff.
As we always sing the praises of this particular fabric glue, it's tacky enough so that it sets up quickly, but still gives you some time to work with it.
Yes.
Which is like perfect. It doesn't dry up in the bottle.
Yeah, we've used others. There's some other pretty popular brands. And if you don't use it enough, it'll dry up in the bottle, as Hillary said, or it gets super hard to get the last, half of the glue. It starts to get really thick, or it doesn't tack right away. So if it's like super wet and doesn't dry, then you have to wait for your glue to dry to move on to the next step. And this glue tacks down so easily, but yet you can still maneuver things. So I absolutely love the formula they have for this. So
yeah.
Really cute. So now we're
and
just,
it works
you can
perfect
see.
on the felt too. Like, so something like it really doesn't slip around. That felt grabs on, those two pieces of felt grab onto each other. So you really can kind of move on to the next step without having to wait very long.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. So there's the front of our cookie. I love it. These are great. So we got our back side of the cookie. So now what we want to do is we only want to glue from like this part up. We're just going around the edge. We want to leave a space across. We don't want to put any glue along the bottom because we're going to stuff our little cookie in the next step. So go ahead and add some glue and the top 2/3 basically of the other piece of cookie felt that you've got. Josie's now sound asleep next to me here.
Aww.
Why do they look so angelic when they're sleeping? And they're like little crazy monsters when they're awake. They're just little full of life and vim and vigor. All right, so I don't know if you can see, but started glue here, went all the way around, ended glue here. And then we're going to glue that to the back side of our frosted cookie front. And I'm just pinching to make sure that these two pieces of felt stick together. And you'll see there's a little opening here at the bottom.
And we're making these as little kind of standalone, like bowl filler types of cookies. Yeah. But if you wanted to, at this point, before you closed them up together, you could run a string if you wanted to make these like garland.
Oh,
so
cute.
You could, put that string in there at this point, or if you wanted to have them just hang, you could put a little hanger, like as you're gluing these two pieces together, you could put a little hanger that goes right here too.
That's a cute idea. Just a little piece of twine or ribbon, whichever you wanted to use.
A little red and white baker's twine, I think, is always cute for Valentines and stuff.
So. For sure. All right, so we've got the bottom here open, and we are going to take the least, like this is almost too much batting or Poly-Fil. We really just want the least little bit of batting. And we're going to tuck that in there. And you're going to want to try and spread it out because you want it to look, you don't want the center to be puffy and the outs and the edges to be flat. Now, the actual edge will be flat, but as you're stuffing it, you want to move that stuffing around to make sure it's evenly distributed, I guess is the best way to say that.
Yep. Get it into those little tops of the heart.
The little lumps at the top. You just don't want to lump in the middle and then everything else flat. And you really need probably less than you think. Like the first one I did, as I was stuffing it, it's easy to overstuff. You just want it to look like a little puffed up cookie. These are not what I would call stuffed hearts, That's something you would stuff them a little more. Now you could even put these on a little skewer, right? And stick these in a flower pot. That would be cute too.
Cute.
All right. So we've got our little cookie stuffed with just at least a little bit of stuffing. And now we're just going to finish gluing that edge, that opening. We're going to glue that closed.
And if you didn't want to do the embroidery stitches, I love it kind of gives it that extra warmth and stuff.
Yeah.
With the actual embroidery
makes
stitches.
It look handmade. Yeah.
Yeah. But you could just use a marker or a Sharpie and draw on stitches to create your little saying too.
Or little stickers, and sometimes they make, if you can find some felt alphabet stickers, that would be
those
cute.
Would be really cute. Yeah.
Make it super easy so you're not having to stitch anything on. I like the stitches, if you feel comfortable enough to do stitches, it just adds another element of handmade to this, which is that's what adds the charm, the little whimsical.
But I could see if you were doing this like with kind of younger kids or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Being able to just let them kind of write whatever they wanted to on it with a Sharpie might be nice.
Or use stickers. Yeah. Would totally work. All right. Perfect. Aren't these adorable? They're so cute.
They turn out so cute. They are so simple and so sweet.
Oh, I love that. I love those. So I'm going to add that to my little collection here. I baked up a whole bunch so you can see all the fun little sayings that you can do with these, all the fun little colors. This would make just a really fun display, a table centerpiece if you wanted to. And as we've said, there's lots of other ways you can customize these with other fabrics or lettering, colors, and certainly how you display them.
Bowl filler. I love that idea. But as I said, use it as a garland, use it as like single hanging ones. I can see these as a part of a gift, like as part of
gift
if you were
topper.
giving a gift.
Yeah, or tuck it in a gift bag. Yeah, for Valentine's to give your Valentine a little extra something special.
And I love the idea of putting it on a skewer and putting it in, like if you were giving flowers or something like that. These would be adorable in a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, I love that idea. Oh, that would be so sweet, especially for your Galentine, right? Like it would be something adorable for them. So hope we've given you some really fun ideas to get out there and be creative this weekend. I mean, I shopped my craft stash. I didn't spend a penny. So hopefully you can do the same, or just need to get one or two small little items. You can even stuff this with extra fabric, or another piece of felt. Like it doesn't need the batting, right? You don't need to. Yep.
I'm using an old pillow that
I've
been using for my Poly-Fil for a while now. So
there you go.
If you've had a pillow that like got a little bit too much love from your dog, like it's time to retire it. Open it up. You can, repurpose it for some crafting projects.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for being with us today. If you love our content as much as we do, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good things. It really means a lot. And it would help us out a ton as well. We'd love to share all the fun things that we're doing with everybody who would be interested. So thanks again, everybody, for that. And have a great weekend. Stay warm.
Thanks, everyone.
Warm and cozy, and have some cookies.
Yes.